What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rewind Theater for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, the opening cinematic.
Yes, this is very exciting, Greg.
I'm Greg Miller. This is Colin Moriarty.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you, old chap, old chum. You're looking quite good today.
Thank you.
But nobody can see you, so let's talk about what's happening in here.
Yeah, well, Greg, so we're going to do a little bit of a Rewind Theater here. Just it's atypical, though, because we're not going to tear this apart. We're just going to kind of talk over it a little bit.
Sure,
so people that see all of our stuff, Greg, this might be a little different Rewind Theater.
Yeah, there's not going to be as many red boxes as there used to, I bet.
But, all right, so we've been playing the game for a long time. We've known that this intro existed. We're really excited to finally show it to you. This basically shows off the 10 rivalries in the game, which is something that...
10 rivalries
that Superbot
in
Entertainment
PlayStation All-Stars Battle.
Yep.
What are rivalries in this game?
Well, it's something that Superbot has been kind of stressing. It's all story-centric, single-player mode stuff about how these two characters out of the 20 total, I guess, don't like each other for some reason, and you'll find out why. So each of them kind of exists for a reason, and we're going to kind of go through them right off the bat. So I like the way it begins, as you see here, with Jack and Daxter kind of. Yep.
The T for team?
Yeah, it starts with the T and then the P. Here. Jack and Daxter kind of comes out, which is cool.
Yeah.
And his rival is Ratchet and Clank. So this actually makes a lot of sense. Ratchet and Clank from Insomniac, Jack and Daxter from Naughty Dog.
Sure, I mean, when PlayStation 2 was out, right, these were the two franchises that were competing for dominance as far as a platformer. Who, there was it seemed like people fell into one or two camps, right?
Yeah,
I was a Jack kid.
Oh, I see. I prefer Ratchet myself. Both great games.
Sure, of course.
But this one makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So that's the first. But then we have Nathan Drake, of course, another Naughty Dog character, and Sly Cooper, who of course is a Sucker Punch character, although Sanzaro is doing Sly 4.
Exactly. Sucker Punch's character, Sly on PS2.
This one is more about treasure hunters, thieves.
Sure.
This one actually makes a lot of sense when you kind of think about it, which is kind of cool. So if we back up just a little bit, we see Fat Princess kind of coming on the scene. Fat Princess, of course, is from now the company now known as Funbits Interactive. Downloadable PlayStation Network game, quite fun. And there's Evil Cole McGrath, another Sucker Punch character from Infamous. They're fighting. I don't really understand this one in particular.
Oh, well, I think it's spoilers, everybody, coming in for Infamous 1, coming in hot and heavy. Fat Princess reminds Cole, of course, of Trish, his dead lover. So he has to try to wipe that off his memory, especially Evil Cole. He doesn't want that. Fat Princess calling out the Magician, though, one of the characters from Fat Princess.
Yeah, very cool. Very excited about her. I actually like using her a lot. Here's Sir Daniel Fortescue from Medieval, which is kind of a dormant PlayStation franchise. Being very chivalrous to Fat Princess.
Dropping there and doing his little knight pose.
But then there's the laser beam comes in and the bullets start flying. And that's comes from Colonel Raddick, of course, from Killzone 1 and 2. He's dead now. Spoiler.
Oh, another spoiler, man. We are ruining all the franchises. But everybody lives on in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Indeed. So there's Sackboy, of course, from Little Big Planet. Very cute. And there's a little sister
Probably
from
one of the best moments, right, in this trailer.
Yeah, I love this. She's quite smitten with Sackboy.
Everyone's smitten with Sackboy, except Little Big Planet Carting.
And there's Big Daddy getting all mad that little sister's kind of putting his attention elsewhere.
Yeah. Mr. Bubble's not going to have that. And who do we got here?
So this is Noriko from Heavenly Sword. Heavenly Sword, of course, is a PlayStation 3 exclusive from way back.
No trophies in it.
2007. No trophies.
We should probably put some trophies in that.
That would be nice. Now the connection here, of course, this is Dante from DMC. Now the connection here, of course, is that these are both Ninja Theory characters. Ninja Theory, of course, made Heavenly Sword, and they're also doing DMC on behalf of Capcom. So that rivalry makes a lot of sense as well.
Yeah, you got to fight for the love of your parents.
That's it. That's exactly
That's what it is in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Who we got here?
This is Heihachi from Tekken. Hitachi, right, exactly.
Okay.
Heihachi from Tekken, Tekken obviously a famous fighting series, and this is Toro, who's a famous Sony mascot in Japan. Now this seems to be kind of the Japanese rivalry.
Exactly, right? Yeah, you call them, I mean, obviously both games huge, or both characters, I guess, huge in Japan.
Yeah, so get another market interested. Pretty cool. Also funny that they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
And of course here's Ape Escape. This is Spike and Parappa the Rapper. Now this particular rivalry, of course, Greg, makes a lot of sense to me too, because this is harkening back to really the PS1, as it were.
They've had a long-standing rivalry of who is the best.
Indeed.
Now you call it out whenever we play not the Smash Brothers, the All-Stars with other people.
Yeah,
that's a common one. That happens to a lot of people. This Spike here, not a Spike that we ever saw in America.
No, apparently this Spike is designed. I like this Spike design a lot, but this Spike comes from a Japanese-only Ape Escape game.
Gotcha.
So that rivalry is pretty cool. Spike, by the way, my favorite character in the game. No big deal. Very awesome to use. So Parappa beats the crap out of him, but no, Spike won't have any of that. He catches him, and that's that. But we're not done yet.
There he is.
There's Good Cole and Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. And they're fighting each other. This is, of course, Good Cole. We had Evil Cole earlier, so Infamous has two representatives really of the same character.
Do you like that?
No, not really.
You think it's a wasted roster spot?
I do. And then finally we have, to round things out, we have Kratos and Sweet Tooth here doing battle. Now, Greg, of course, this one is the David Jaffe rivalry.
The David Jaffe rivalry. Indeed.
Good shot there. Of course, God of War and Twisted Metal were both created by David Jaffe and his friends, and thus that is another rivalry that makes a lot of sense. And of course, we get to see them all here as everything ends.
But then, who's this at the very end here? Who's this floating head column?
So, Greg, this has been one of our closely guarded secrets because we've known this for a long time. But Polygon Man is indeed in the game. And
who is Polygon Man?
Well, Polygon Man is the very original PlayStation mascot. PlayStation, of course, came out in late 1994 in Japan and 1995 in the West. And during that era, Polygon Man saw a few commercials before he was kind of cut loose.
Yeah, a couple print ads, maybe 1 or 2 commercials, and then they got rid of him. They were not a fan.
So Polygon Man, without giving away too many spoilers, is indeed the last boss in the single-player campaign. I've played it, you've played it. How it will play out, of course, Greg, we'll leave that up to the readers for the time being.
Exactly. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale coming up pretty quick here in November, right, Colin?
Yes, and you'll keep it attuned to IGN, of course, for our full review.
Beyond!
Beyond.